Hi friends, how you doing? I want to talk to you a little bit more about real estate today. I'm going to address property owners and sellers. So if you have been thinking of selling your home, or if you know someone or have a loved one that's going to sell their home, listen up here. I want to talk to you about all cash offers. And there's a reason I'm talking about this, because I think if we can alert some sellers and homeowners to what's going on out there and what's out there. Now, remember a year or two ago when you saw all cash offers from big companies like Open Door and Zillow and several others, and they were willing to pay 100% of your property's value, fair market value. And sometimes they'd pay more, like 102% or 105%. And anyway, that didn't last. I could see when they were doing that back then, it was not a sustaining thing. It was more of a fad that went with the market we were in, which was high demand, low inventory, so they could immediately flip those properties over. Well, things didn't go exactly right for those firms, and some of them, they lost their shirts. Really, one company taken venture capital, they lost $1 billion, and the board of directors were furious. They had to answer to them. They've all stopped that process now. Nobody's doing that anymore. Now, you still see all cash offers out there, and those would be the property flippers. And I'm not going to say, now a real estate broker sometimes is in direct competition with property flippers. So I don't want to say real bad things about them, because there is a use and a time when you need a property flipper. When a property gets so bad, sometimes though, the property isn't bad enough, and some people will sign up with them. I have a case in point. It was a number of years ago. A lady had a house that was degraded and fallen apart a little bit, but it wasn't real bad. It was more cosmetic mostly. And she had a property flipper come out to her house. He said, "We pay all cash." And before he left, he got her to sign a 1 or 2 page form. And she wasn't totally cognizant of exactly what she signed. And the reason I know that is because she proceeded to have me out to talk to her about selling for her, and then she gave me a listing. Well, naturally, I listed it much higher than that person was giving her. And so once I had it on the market a few weeks and it was starting to get some action, and I was going to get her, not far from market. I was going to get her not far from market value. Her house was in a good area. Well, he contacted her with all kinds of threats, spewing threats. He was furious that she listed it with me. I didn't know she had signed anything with him. So I had her show it to me, what she signed, and she signed a actual purchase agreement with this man. They had both signed it. And in his mind, she was stuck. And when he got as angry as he did and gave her all kinds of threats, in her mind, she realized she was stuck. Now, I have a feeling that there was a way out of that, but I couldn't convince her of that. So what did I do? I canceled the listing. She owed me money. When you list with somebody and then cancel them for no good reason, or for a mistake of your own or whatever, you owe them a commission often. But I just said, no, forget it. And I tried to be as nice to her and give her a little advice, but she was in a lockdown agreement with him. And he did that on the first visit, and he did that with her, and she signed some. Now listen, the document that realtors use to get you signed up in a purchase agreement is 16 pages long, plus lots of disclosures that go along with it. And his little 1 or 2 page document, I can't quite remember, just typed out by himself, real simple, plain. That's not how to sell your house right now on a little 1 or 2 page document. There's too many liabilities. There's too many issues that can come up, that there needs to be a little bit more care and a little bit more deep diving diligence into all the laws that affect you and your buyer when you sell a house, because you do not want something coming back later in a liability against you. So just a heads up on that. Now, when these are the property flippers, again, there is a time for them, there is a usefulness for them, but not when your repairs are not so much that you could get close to market value from some as-is buyer that wants to buy it to keep it as a rental, or buy it, fix it up on weekends, and move into it. Do you get what I'm saying there? That there isn't always a time and a place for a property flipper to be involved, but they really act like it. They put their ads of all cash offers out to anybody, and then they say things like, there'll be no showings, we'll close you immediately in 10 days, then you can stay afterward as long as you want. But standardly over the years, property flippers have only been willing to pay 65% to you of your home's after repair value, which in my mind is equal to fair market value. A house needs to be in good condition to sell it nowadays, and on the market for fair market value. So they say, we'll give you 65% of the after repair value, and that's all we'll give you. And so that's not good, because that's a huge discount. It's way too big a discount. Now, if your property qualifies as the worst of the worst of the worst, with so many structural conditions and conditions, one of those guys might be the only way you can go. So I can say that about them. And again, realtors like myself are in competition with companies like that. Now, getting an all-cash offer through a realtor when you're in the multiple listing service is a good thing to do, because it's a simple sale. Cash buyers aren't limited to appraisals. They will often take things without all the inspections. They'll get their own, but they won't be a matter of the contract. So a lot of good things can happen with an all-cash buyer. That's where my company comes in. We do a lot of good marketing, and we do a lot of extra marketing. We call it Marketing Plus for sellers. And what we do is we market to other areas. We market to the Bay Area, and if you list your home with us, we're showing it to people who have the power to make all cash offers. Plus, we have a list of buyers, list of people that have the clout to make cash deals for people, and they're because they have cash, they're wealthy people, and often they're looking for another rental. So, when you call us, we have some extra resources for you, and we don't charge any more than the next company. So you need to see that MFN Realty, my company, is a good way to go if you want to sell for full fair market value and have a nice seamless sale and have some activity, have people, maybe multiple offers, maybe higher offers than list, possibly. It still happens now. Anyway, now, if you're an agent, you watch my videos and you are looking for a place to hang your license, and what I'm saying to you looks interesting, we can bring you in on the program we're doing and help you to get some deals. All right, I'm just going to say that, so you can contact me through the same means any home seller or buyer could today. You've got my number. You can look at Learn More, or below in the description if this is on YouTube, for how to get with me and how to contact me and call me. So anyway, God bless you. You have a wonderful day. Well, hit subscribe, by the way, or like if you could go over to our Facebook fan page or business page, or hit subscribe, and we'd appreciate that. Then you can see more videos just like this one, where we're giving you free information that makes you a more knowledgeable consumer, because in knowledge, there's power. So God bless you. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.